Get back to me from welcome back to a brand new video. Let's get right into it, bro. There's a lot of things to talk about this video. Number one, bro, what a bloody fucking bloodbath war, whatever you want to call it, that shit was, bro. That shit was bloody to the max, bro. Like their skin turned from white to fucking red, bro. Both of them was covered with blood, but that shit was not that much of a war. Let's be honest. It was mostly bloody because that cut from Tszyu and because Fundora kept bleeding from the nose, and that's really the reason. Like, if you look at it, it wasn't that much of a war. It was a hell of bloody war, 100%. But it wasn't like, oh, they're going all out. No, it wasn't that, bro. And in my opinion, right, this is where we get the controversial. I felt like if Tszyu never got that cut, he would have won, right? I felt like Tszyu was winning until he got that cut. He was looking confident until he got that blood face, right? Blood mask, and he couldn't see because he was too bloody, right? So obviously, if he never got that bloodbath, I felt like he would have won. I felt like he would have knocked his ass out. But like I said, my prediction came true. I said if Fundora actually realized that he's fucking 6'6" and actually used his range instead of going in the inside, he will win, and that's what he did. He did not fucking go in the inside. He just jab, cross. He just used his distance, used that jab as a fucking long sword, and yeah, that's what he did. He kept fucking him up with the jab, and it was easy because Fundora, Tszyu fucking vision was blocked because all that blood, bro. And yeah, it was a good fight. But that cup ruined it for me. I feel like because that cup was like, yo, that cup make it like after the 7th round, 8th round, was like, yeah, Fundora's about to win this unless Tszyu get knocked out, bro. I wanted it to be a tie so badly because I feel like, yeah, you won Fundora, but if it was never for that legal cut that really should have stopped the fight, let's be honest. That cut, the ref, I don't know what the doctor was seeing. That cut was super deep and it was bleeding throughout the whole fight, bro. So obviously, I feel like the doctor should have came in there and fucking waved it off. Maybe a no contact doctor stoppage. But let's talk about the most important part. Who should Fundora fight next? Because this is a controversial shit to say, bro. Because for some reason you have Errol Spence there step in the ring and call out Fundora, say I want the belt next, right? And Sebastian was like, yo, it'd be an honor to fight Errol Spence, a legend, right? Then you had Crawford coming on Twitter saying, no, Brody, I'm next, bro. You have to wait in line. Then you had Errol Spence saying, I hate lines, but you still had to because the guy who's in front of you beat your ass. So, and then you had Tszyu saying, yo, if it wasn't for that cut, I will still be champion, right? So I deserve a rematch. So you have 3 guys calling for Fundora belt, and in my opinion, I feel like Tszyu 100% deserves the rematch before all these guys get it. Because like I said before, if it wasn't for the cut, I feel like Tszyu would have TKO him or won. Honestly, I really do think so. A hell of people do think so. So I feel like it's only fair for Tszyu to get that rematch for his belt, try to reclaim it. Will it happen? I don't think so. What I think that is going to happen, which is also a good sign, like a very good alternate, is that instead of Tszyu, right, instead of Tszyu getting the rematch he deserves, right, you have Crawford versus Fundora. Because most likely Crawford's going to use his mandatory status to get that fucking opportunity first, right? But you can have in the undercard, you have Tszyu versus Errol fucking Spence for the co-main event. You have them fight each other to see who gets to fight Crawford or Fundora next. Yes, bro. I think that's what they should do. Speak of who they should fight next. Hey, who say no to that? That's a great ass way to fucking, like, no. You can't get the rematch, Tszyu, but you get something better. You can fight Errol Spence. That will be a good ass fight. That you wanted that fight for a long ass time. And if you beat Errol Spence, you get to fight for your belt again. That's what I think they should do, and hopefully they decide to do that shit. Because out of all those 3 guys, Errol Spence does not deserve a title shot. I feel like even though, yes, Fundora came off a loss and got a title shot, the only reason he got a title shot, guys, is because it was an injury. Remember, Keith Thurman got injured, right? He was supposed to be here but he got injured. And then what happened? He got injured. He was either going to cancel the event, or Fundora was going to step up to the plate, and that's what that happens. The only reason why Fundora got the shot because he got injured. If he never got injured, Keith Thurman, Fundora would have never been for that championship. If you say, oh, Fundora got a championship after the loss, only because he got injured. If fucking Crawford gets injured, then yeah, Errol Spence could fucking get up, or Tim Tszyu could go in there. But I feel like Errol Spence do not deserve a fucking shot title. He don't deserve a shot of the title because he just came off a loss, a devastating loss to a 147, right? I feel like Errol Spence is the least deserving guy to get a title shot out of the three, right? He's coming off a loss. He's just moving up right now, and he just inserted himself in this. While you have Crawford, who's technically mandatory, right? And you also have Tim Tszyu, who deserve a rematch. I really don't think Errol Spence deserves a title shot. Absolutely not. If he fights Tim Tszyu or someone else at 154 and wins, then yes, he deserves a title shot. But you have to beat someone in this weight division first. And if you said, why does Crawford gets to do? Because Crawford was undisputed. Like, you may hate it, but undisputed people gets to call their shots, right? They became undisputed 147, and he's coming off a win too. Like, nobody beats him, so obviously he deserves it more. But in my opinion, like I said in this whole video, I think Tim Tszyu deserves it the most, because if he would have never got cut atop his head, he most likely would have won. But anyways, guys, that's the whole shit. Most likely, if you go ask me, like I said, it's going to be Crawford versus Fundora, and most likely Tim Tszyu versus Errol Spence. Who wins those fights? We just have to see. But I do think Crawford fucking is just too powerful for Fundora. And then because Fundora uses reach and his distance well, but Crawford is a master of that shit. So in a fucking couple rounds, he will figure out Fundora, and he's gonna be piecing him up. In my opinion, that's what's gonna happen. And Tim Tszyu versus Errol Spence, I think Tim Tszyu got that, bro. I think Tim Tszyu he overpressured him. The power's gonna be too much for Errol Spence, or we never know. Because don't forget, this is gonna be Errol Spence without Derek James. Because remember, they're fighting against each other for some money problems, but remember, they're brothers fight, so they will be good probably in a year or two, or probably the next fight, right? But I feel like Errol Spence's very next fight will 100% will be without Derek James. So maybe a new trainer, Errol Spence, at a new weight, maybe he's better, maybe he's more comfortable, maybe he got more power. We just have to wait and see. But like I said, Errol Spence don't deserve the rematch. I mean, the title shot. Crawford kind of does deserve it, but I feel like Tim Tszyu is the most deserving. We gotta see a part 2. We gotta see what will happen if he doesn't get cut. Anyways, guys, that was a good main event. Kind of good whole card. That was a good ass card. Just wish that cut never happened, but we have Lower fucking getting knocked out, knock out someone, and we have fucking Eddie Reynoso how to do like this off topic. But Eddie Reynoso is making a push for trainer of the year, because if you know, his boy literally the day before this fight, Oscar Valdez beat I forgot his name, Liam, right? He beat Liam in the main event, right? And then also in this very card too, the first card of the main card, Martinez beat fucking I forgot who, but he beat someone who was undefeated, Cordeves. There we go. He beat Cordeves by really good fashion, and that was everyone else's boy. See, like this weekend he went 2-0. So if Canelo beats Jamie Mugai, that's 3-0 this year, and he is maybe pushing for that trainer of the year. Definitely gonna be a contested in trainer of the year. But anyways, guys, hope you like it. Please like, subscribe, and know. But who you think deserve to be the rematch, or who deserve to be next? There we go. Who deserve to be next? Does Crawford deserve to be next by becoming undisputed at 147, using that to fucking get the mandatory, shit to become mandatory for that belt? Does Tim Tszyu deserve it? Because if that cut never happened, what would have happened? Maybe he would have won. Does he deserve the rematch first? Or does Errol Spence deserve it because he's a Errol Spence? Because that's the only reason why I think he deserve it, but I don't think he deserve it. I think Tim Tszyu deserve it, and then Crawford, and then who else. But anyways, like I said, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.